Why is sleep so important? How many times have you woken up tired and your whole day was just like a snowball effect? It was, well, not even a snowball effect, you know? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Devonay. Welcome. Where we talk about herbs and health and yoga. Today we're going to talk about why sleep is so important. As you may have noticed, I did miss a week last week because I was resting, and so I wanted to talk about why it's so important for us to rest and to take days off. But you know how we do on the channel, fam. Before we get into it, let's share music.
Text me, text me, text me, something that you wanna tell me. Text me, text me, text me.
What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. So I've got my little notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to bring up this topic of conversation of why rest is so important, because a lot of people have been noticing, and it's not just me, I've been seeing it all over my friends that I interact with on social media, that we've needed to rest. And in a world where it's so much yang, it's so much output and this constant output of energy, a lot of us forget that in this world where it's no days off all the time, you need days off in order to be your best. And we're going to talk about why sleep is so important and how it will affect your life. Okay, so let's just get straight into it and why rest is so important, sleep specifically. And I'm going to start off with just talking about our nervous system. So I will go ahead and enter a little thing here. But as you can see from this diagram, we have a few parts of the autonomic nervous system, okay? And so we have the fight or flight, we have the parasympathetic, and we have the rest and digest. So my bad, family. The parasympathetic nervous system is the nervous system that is rest and digest. Sorry, I'm all over the place in this video today. As I've been learning through my own experience and just working with many people that I've worked with over the years as an herbalist and yoga instructor just recently, I noticed so many of us are not allowing our nervous systems to come all the way down into that rest and digest and heal phase. And at least we're not, it's a place where we need to be, but we end up getting so caught in the fight or flight response where our entire body is constantly in overdrive, and that can cause a lot of fatigue. And so let's talk about how rest will help to mitigate any of these problems that you may be experiencing from lack of rest, or maybe you can pinpoint some of your health problems that come from you not getting enough rest. So one of the most important things that I feel as an herbalist is hormonal production. When you're asleep, your body is helping to produce hormones. We're going to talk about two hormones that are really important when it comes to your health overall. Those two hormones are going to be leptin and ghrelin. So leptin is actually your satiety hormone. It helps you to know that when you're actually satisfied, and helps you to stop eating. So when your body is not getting enough rest, you're gonna have trouble producing this hormone, and you'll probably overeat trying to get the energy that your body was not able to get from you not being able to rest. So it is super important for just that hormone to be produced when you are asleep. The second hormone is ghrelin, and so that hormone actually helps. That's your hunger hormone. So when these two levels are off, you're gonna notice that times when you should be eating, you're probably not producing your hunger hormone. And the times where you shouldn't be eating, you're probably producing a little bit too much of your satiety hormone. So it's really important as far as hormonal production goes to be sure that you're getting enough rest. These two hormones regulate your appetite. And we're also gonna talk about your kidney health when it comes to sleep. So I know a lot of people probably think that it's really normal to have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, but that's not normal. What that is an indication of is that your parasympathetic nervous system has not been fully activated, because when your parasympathetic nervous system, which is a nervous system in your body that is active when the rest and digest, when that is not completely activated, you're going to be noticing that you're using the bathroom maybe once a night, maybe more than once a night. So it could be overactive bladder, but I'm going to almost bet that it has something to do with your hormonal production and your kidneys and your parasympathetic nervous system. It is not normal to be going to the bathroom even once in the night. So the parasympathetic nervous system, when you are actually sleeping, will help to slow down your kidney production of the fluids that it wants to expel. And the whole just entire thing of sleep is when your body goes to rest. So your heart rate lowers, your kidney output goes down. Your liver actually starts to detox more so around 3 or so a.m. in the morning. But this is a time for your body to really rest and digest and heal. And so when it comes to our kidneys, which also, if you watch my last video on why water is so important, we know that the kidneys help to regulate your blood pressure as well. And so when your kidneys are stressed out, when your parasympathetic nervous system is not functioning as it should be when you're asleep, you're going to be noticing these things, and overall it could affect you. Maybe you might have low blood pressure, maybe you may have high blood pressure, but all of it's so connected to your overall health and a holistic healing. So when it comes to that, when it comes to your kidney function and your heart health and your blood pressure, it's so important to sleep. Another thing is what happens when you sleep is your brain actually starts to detoxify. And this, I was actually just doing some reading. So what they found out is they call it the glymphatic nervous system, and your cerebral spinal fluid in your brain actually starts to detox certain proteins out of your brain. And so it's literally clearing your mind. It's literally clearing anything that you didn't want to keep in your mind. It's helping to convert your short memories into long-term memories. So sleep is super important when it comes to your brain health. And when your brain is not rested enough, you're going to notice when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be experiencing things like inability to focus. You're going to be experiencing things like irritability, lack of mental clarity. You're going to have problems remembering things. So it's super important for you to get your rest for brain function, for kidney function, for your heart health. And let's keep on going. So I'm going to show you guys a little diagram that I'll insert right here. And as you can see, looking from this diagram, throughout your day, your body has the circadian rhythms that help to control your hormones and help to control all your body's functions. And it lets you know which ones are active at which times of the day. So as you can see here from this diagram, you're seeing that throughout the night, your liver is working, your spleen is working, your lungs are working. And this just makes so much sense because as a person that used to suffer with asthma because I had a dairy allergy, dairy just caused me asthma and sinus infections all the time, I would wake up at the same time every night with an asthma attack. And that's because my body was really stressed out from the hormones in dairy and it wasn't allowing me to fully come into sleep. Dairy just affected my hormones so much and it affected my health overall. So when my hormones were affected, that also affected my lungs. It made me not be able to sleep at night. So I would wake up with asthma attacks every night from my lungs trying to detox all the mucus and all the pus and the excessive bacteria from my body that was caused by drinking milk, which is full of hormones. So when we talk about hormonal balance, it's super important to pay attention to what foods you eat and also which foods you may be needing, okay? So when it comes to rest, it's super important for your overall health, for your hormone production, and also for your body to detox. Your body is getting rid of excess bodily waste, such as old dead cells, little bacteria and infections that they find. It's detoxing your brain and literally detoxing your entire body. So it's super important for your body to be able to rest. And you're going to notice that people that have sleep deprivation are more prone to depression. I know that I personally went through that. If anyone watched my video on why I went vegan for my health, depression caused me to not be able to sleep at night, even though I was sleeping constantly throughout the day. But because my hormones were so messed up, I couldn't actually stay asleep. And so I can't stress enough how important hormones are. I'll probably talk about it in every video to come. So it's super important for your hormonal production, your sleep, your mental clarity, your liver health, spleen health, lung health, overall holistic health, okay? So what you'll also notice is when you are not getting enough rest, it's going to affect your energy levels, which we did just talk about. And why is this important and how it relates to our sleep? So what happens when we are asleep is your intestines actually relax sphincter muscles throughout your body. So instead of them like gripping a lot, they're actually going to be able to loosen up, allow everything to flow through, And then that's when you get your morning bowel movement, which we should be pooping every morning. Remember, I told you in my last 2 videos prior that one of the secrets to a flat tummy is making sure you poop in the morning before you actually eat. So if your body has not finished that detoxification process for the intestines and to get everything that has been detoxed from the day prior, you're going to notice that your digestion will not be right the entire day. And that's going to affect your digestion when you eat breakfast, because if your body is still working on digesting and excreting the previous body waste from the last day and you add more into your alimentary tract, then it's not going to be able to focus on clearing that out. It's going to now move its energy to digesting the food that you just ingested. So super important for your digestion. And you'll notice that your digestion probably won't be great if you're not getting a lot of sleep, which is just going to affect your whole life. You're going to be bloated, irritable, probably have headaches, stomach pain. So digestion is one of the other important things that your body needs when it comes to rest. So some of the symptoms that you may notice when it comes to lack of rest is, I'm reading off of my little paper here, irritability, indigestion, inability to cope with stress because your adrenal glands, which actually pair up with your kidneys, will also be stressed as well. You're going to probably experience some type of level of insulin resistance because your digestion is off, so your body isn't going to be able to assimilate all of your nutrients in the best way that it can be. You're going to have difficulty just breaking down your ATPs and getting the energy that you need. So I really hope this physical aspect helped you to realize why it's so important to sleep. And when it comes to just life in general, we notice that sleep can help us solve so many problems. How many times have you gone to sleep and your brain came up with a solution to a problem that you've been trying to solve for who knows how long, for months, maybe years, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of days. So sleep is super important when it helps to solving problems. Sleep is also important for just helping you to get to know yourself. There are certain aspects of ourselves that sometimes we don't want to look at because it's hard and it's upsetting. And so sometimes dreams will help us be able to look at that. And dreams are typically symbolic. They're not just like straight on, sometimes our dreams are really weird. So dreams help us solve problems, and that only happens when you're getting deep rest. So problem solving is something that can be had by going to sleep. So rest is also so important for the balance of the masculine and the feminine energies. Typically, rest is definitely considered something yin. We know that men tend to, in our society here in America, they're taught not to really take care of themselves. They're taught that going to the spa and getting pedicures and getting massages is something feminine and something that they can't do. But we all have to have this balance of masculine and feminine energy. And so it's so important, especially as women, where we're in this world that's so yang, for us to be yin, for us to be able to receive support, for us to be able to cool down. It's the yin. The yang is so fiery and so masculine that's why we end up burning out in America, because we work these super long hours and we're not giving ourselves that yin to balance us out, So the yin is a cooling energy. The yin is a restful energy. The yin is a receiving energy. And so to help balance out your yin energetically, you need to be resting. And resting can be going to get a massage. It can be going to the spa. It can be going to get your feet rubbed. Just do something to receive from someone else. And rest helps you do that. Just go to bed, have a nap, help yourself receive energy, allow your body to give back to itself. So rest is super important when it comes to balancing your masculine and feminine energies, and not just in the way where it's sleep. So rest can also be just meditating. Rest can be going out to nature, and not having to think about anything. So rest is important, not only when it comes to sleep, but when it comes to your overall mental health, everyone. So just to recap, sleep is super important for your digestion, your heart health, your kidney health, your spleen health, your lung health, your overall energy levels, your ability to concentrate, your ability to cope with stress, your ability to solve problems. Okay, so sleep is so important, and just overall important for your nervous system to feel calm and to feel relaxed, so you're not dealing with problems like anxiety that may be able to be helped by just getting more rest and allowing your body to just let go, literally. So if you guys have any more questions, or if you even have any suggestions about what topics that you want me to speak about If I can help you, I'll definitely be here to help you. So that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't mind the hair, you know, I just got off vacation, haven't had time to do it, but I'll see you guys on the next video next Monday. Take care. As always, I love you. Bye.
My friend told me you had someone new. My friend told me you had someone new.